Hello Aries, welcome to your fall review. If you missed your September overview, by the way, I did that a couple of weeks ago for the Sunday Shuffle. So if you want to catch up on that, go to my playlist, check out the Sunday Shuffle, find Aries September 2023, and there you go. Because today we're going to take a deep look at the fall months, specifically October, November, December. I personally love the fall. It is my favorite time of the year and really an excellent time to take an eval. This is what I've done this year. This is what I've accomplished. This is what I'm harvesting. This is what I'm not harvesting. This is what needs adjustments. This is what needs to come in. This is what needs to go out. All that good stuff. Let's talk about it. The fall board that I'm using for you and all 12 signs, beginning with the world and what I just said. New beginnings, new opportunities. Are we allowing those to come through? Are we trying to make our way towards new opportunities and new beginnings? Regardless if they come towards us or we're trying to acquire them, we need to make space for them. So the world. What are we opening up towards? And then also what are we closing off to accommodate new energy? This needs to go. It's not working for me. This needs to come in because this is what I want or it's good for me. And this is what stays. We're going to continue on that particular cycle because I know it works. Okay? All that good stuff. The operating energy behind it. The sun and the moon. I simplified the 3-month overview, took away the tower, took away judgment, all that stuff. Yeah. Decisions will always need to be made. There will always be tower moments. I want to focus in on core energy concepts, the sun and the moon, the yin and the yang, the divinity within us and outside of us. How is it affecting us every day? Everybody has this. The sun, the forefront of our knowledge of what makes us happy. Are we in it? Are we living it? Are we getting in our own way of the sun? Do we know our sun, but we're refusing to lean into it, if you will? I see that all the time. I know it would make me happy, but nah. And there's some folks who's like, I'm going to get my sun no matter what. All that. My point is at the forefront. We know about it. We know about it. We have an idea of it. Or it's changing and evolving as we change and evolve too. Yeah, perfectly normal. Then there's the background energy, the moon. We should know what's going on in here because it has as much influence as this does. The only difference is that one we acknowledge, the other one we don't. Therefore, it behooves us to acknowledge what we don't want to acknowledge. That we understand our movements better, our decision making is better. The energy, your basic energy principles of the sun and the moon and how it affects you over the next several months. Specifically, 10 October, the Wheel of Fortune. 11 November, Justice, not to be confused with Libra season. We're talking about the number 11 as it relates to November. 12 December, the Hanged Man, or Perspective in this deck. Okay, let's start by pulling you an opening oracle. Show me Aries, please, for the fall. Show me Aries, please, for the fall. I just heard... Well, that was... Okay, that was just so random. I haven't heard that one in a long time. That was that Bon Jovi? I just heard a Bed of Roses. Wow. I don't know if that might be confirmation for some of you. I have no idea where that came from. I really don't. God, I haven't heard that one in years. I don't think I have. Bed of Roses. Oh, that's very romantic. Oh, yes. Bon Jovi, Bed of Roses. Oh, yes. Oh, my, yes. Okay. What's going on, please? I don't know. That may or may not mean something to you. Okay. Show me Aries, please, for the fall. Show me Aries, please, for the fall. Show me Aries, please, for the fall. Yes. Firecracker. Yes, you are. You little firecracker. And also number 7, for some of you, might be important. Okay. Positive energy surrounds you. Love, joy, and good fortune await. Oh, yes. Celebrations, firecracker. Oh, my goodness. Just joyous activity where everyone can see it. It's that bubble of energy that comes forward. It feels so good. Just want to keep that going. That's great. Some of you are going to have some really strong energy spikes over the fall. Excited, genuinely excited. You want to celebrate. You want to be seen. That's that 6 of Wands energy is in there. I want to see and be seen. You know, I want to have experiences. I want to indulge in this moment right here, right now. I just want to celebrate. I want to live it. I want to feel it. I love it. What's going on, please? You're going to have lots of moments of that, hopefully, over the fall. Okay. Okay. Friendship. Some of you are celebrating friendship, birthdays, but some of you are making new friends. Some of you are rejoicing and reconnecting with old friends. Who knows? It's across the board, honey. It's across the board. I just know that it feels good, that when you're in the company of your friends, you just light up and you have a sense of empowerment for some of you. That is absolutely your card. This is the translation of the Emperor in this particular oracle deck. That sense of self-empowerment, being around your friends makes you feel so good. When you have those kind of really strong, good friendships that celebrate you. They see you for who you are, the way you are, as you are. Spend more time with them in good company. Find reasons to have joy and celebrate for any reason or none at all. Who cares? You know, there's nothing so good as an energy revamp as when you celebrate with the right people who really know you and appreciate you and love you just the way that you are, and they celebrate you. And it's just, there seems to be a lot of joy there. Friendships, be they new or they old, who cares? You know, it feels good to you. It feels right to you. Some of you have been very strong influences in the lives of your friends as well. You make them feel empowered. And it gives back to you because you understand you're making a difference in their life, so on and so forth. So that seems to be a very strong concept. So friendship in here, we have the classic kind of depiction more along the lines of the Three of Cups. So there is a reconciliation card in this deck. But this is the celebration of getting together with friends. So we have that Three of Cups image here. So yes, some of you will be making new friends as you're out there socializing. Others you will be reconnecting with old friends, long lost friends, that kind of thing. And it just feels good. Everything feels right about that, you know? Okay, let's get cracking. Let's see that world, please. New beginnings, new opportunities, things closing, things continuing. For Aries, please. Over the fall. What's going on, please? What's going on, please, for Aries? Over the fall. What's going on, please? You know what, honey? I did such a good job today. And I'm on top of it. I'm sipping on a little energy drink on the side because I'm going to go to the gym after. Which I was just telling Leo. I think I told Leo. I just massively redid my garage. My garage is beautiful. We have this thing in Austin called bulk item pickup. And, oh boy, I got rid of a bunch of stuff. I'm revamping my garage to make it a semi-professional gym. I'm super excited. There's something about going to the gym anymore. It's just not vibing with me, honey. It's not vibing with me. I feel like it's taking more out of my time to go back and forth. And then there's all the energetic influence there, you know. I don't know. I'm just not into it anymore. But I still very much value my exercise. Anyway, I'm excited. So I've been doing this stuff too, you know, it's that good energy. I'm excited for this. I want to incorporate this. It's time for this to change. Or I want to keep the same concept, but modify it, make it work more for me. You see what I'm saying? So show me what you're up to. You having fun for a start? No, it feels really good. When you connect and or reconnect with your friends, it makes you feel very good. Let's see here. The Hanged Man, Nine of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Ooh, look at you. You've been taking a very strong time out to get your finances in order. You look solid as heck. I mean, you look solid, honey. That's some very tight, well-developed energy. So it's no wonder you want to hang out. I can see why. Some of you have been very immersed in your financial world. We're talking about stability. I'm seeing you as a single individual here, but with the head of state energy with the King of Pentacles. So it's like, I did all this on my own. Yes, you did. Congratulations. I love it. You've worked very, very hard. And it's kind of like I've had to forsake a lot of things. I've been in hanged man mode. So that would explain why I'm kind of seeing the explosion of social energy. Because, honey, let me tell you something about Aries. That's you in a nutshell. When you work hard, you work hard. And when you play hard, you play hard. You're kind of like Scorpio in that respect. You don't really have too much of a middle ground. You're like, I'm over here or I'm over here. But you're not going to catch me in the middle. That's Aries. That's straight up Aries. That is so you. This is all signs, by the way, in the zodiac have overlapping qualities. And that's where you're actually very similar to Scorpio. It's either this or it's this. But you ain't going to catch me dead in the middle. That ain't happening. So I can see that you've really suspended a lot of your personal world on the social, emotional, maybe even spiritual side for the sake of that coin. You've been knocking out that pentacle, but you've done it from a very secure place. So the Hanged Man, Nine of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, it served you well. It served you well. You're like, I've done good. Yes, you have. Excellent. And you're like, I want to keep that going, by the way. No changes on that. So on your world, on the opening, when the Hanged Man, you're like, I'm not changing that, Christina. That's going to be continuing energy. Yes, good. I agree with you. Don't fix what ain't broke. You're highly competent, stable. You know, you've obviously had a profitable year. There you go. You're showing me fruitful sense of abundance. You've been working hard. And that's en route. In other words, you don't anticipate that to change. Okay. Is there anything else here, please? I like it. I want to see, though, if you're ushering in anything new or if you're explicitly getting rid of anything old. Because I agree with you. We don't want to rock that particular boat. We want to keep that going. It's established. It works. It's beautiful. It's chef's kiss. But let's see if there's anything coming and going. Anything else, please, coming and going. So, yeah, you have to remember, girls and guys. Hello. Be you male or female or however it is you identify now. That's just how it is. Actually, sex and gender are not the same thing, so let's not confuse those. Anyway, hello guys and gals, however it is you identify. So we must remember with the world, guys, it's not just about closing the doors. It's also about opening, and then the world in and of itself is a circle. So some activities we keep going because they work, right? All right, let's do one more. Let's see that December. What's going on, please? What's going on, please? The Lovers. Oh, but of course, the Empress. Tower. What? What? Well, now. Well, I'll tell you what. A strong connection either magnificently crashed out of your life or it's going to magnificently crash into your life. It's going to be one of those. Since it's over the world. Okay. Tower's attached to it. But it has upper level importance attached to it. Somebody here's the Empress. Okay. Strong sense of productivity, love, generosity. Okay. Sense of sensuality, being comfortable with thyself, self-empowered. Someone who understands their own value. That's a distinct figure. The Lovers is attached to this person. So that's, you're either the Empress or the other person is, but the Lovers automatically says duality. There's very much, I'm going to go ahead and default to the Empress as being you, okay? I have a strong connection then attached to you, and it's like I said, it either crashed out sometime this year, or it's crashing in. And if it crashed out sometime over the year, it therefore by definition could be crashing back in. Isn't tarot fun? This is the kind of things I know. This is what drives people absolutely banana sandwich. I know. It's I'm right there too. And then you have moments like this where you're like, Spirit, could you... They're like, hey man, that's the point of living life. We'll give you hints and stuff, but we're not going to detail it for you. I don't know, honey. So that's kind of a very strong crash. Okay. And towers are either positive or negative, depending on how you're looking at it. I ultimately see them all as positive, no matter how hurtful or difficult or unexpected. They ultimately served a purpose, and it had to be this way. Given that it's over the world, honey, if it did crash out this year, then by all rights, I could be seeing it crashing back in, yeah. And if it's a strong Lover's connection that's already in your life, but if it's not operating very well, or it's not operating in a very healthy way, you might be thinking about taking it out this fall. Okay. It depends on the construct. All right, let's go on. Well, maybe we'll see more, but hey, see, this is what I'm saying. But hey, you're otherwise killing it. You're killing it. Yay. Financially, you're killing it. Show me the sun, please. Show me the sun, please. Show me the sun, please. Show me the sun. Show me the sun. Show me the sun. And if it's brand new, yeah, it could surprise you on its entry. For sure. 100%. Okay. Show me that sun, please, for Aries. Show me Aries sun, please. It's like, that's my sun, Christina. It's money. I understand. But is there anything else in there cooking for you? Show me that sun, please, for Aries. Show me that sun, please. But there it is again. You know, I'm not the biggest... The bed of roses again. I mean, I'm not like a Bon Jovi fanatic. I'm not overly familiar with his work. There's a couple of songs we all seem to know. We all know a couple, we all know a handful of Bon Jovi songs, but that one's hitting really hard. It's Wanna Lay You Down in a Bed of Roses. I keep hearing the... So, anyway, if it means something to you, it means something to you, honey. I don't know. All right, Page of Cups. It's very romantic. Very romantic. See, there it is, the world. Page of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. You want to bring in a new opportunity, possibly one of love with the Page of Cups, or a brand new investment altogether. It would make you very happy. It would make you very happy. Can I get a little bit more on this? You want to usher in a brand new opportunity, a strong one, a viable one. It's either coming from the heart or it's just your sincerity attached to something that might be monetary in nature. I don't know. Let's take a look. I want to open towards this. I want to open towards this. What is it? It's like, I want another opportunity, Christina. What's going on, please? It might be unexpected. Let's take a look. But the sun says that you would know. Four of Swords resting. Ace of Pentacles twice for you. Four of Wands. Oh. Resting on this particular subject. You would like to open up to a relationship. Oh, I don't know why. I literally was on the tip of my tongue to say you want to open up to a real relationship. Why did I almost say that? Perhaps that's where you were coming from, is where you came from. Other relationships that don't feel real, authentic, or they're too hypothetical or theoretical to be carried out in reality. Because that was really strong. Ace of Pentacles twice. Page of Cups, you'd like to open your heart open to a real tangible offer. One that has relationship value. Four of Wands. A relationship that you know is legit. Like you can't screw that up. Ace of Pentacles twice, bro. Sis. I want the real deal, Christina. So some of you have you will be opening your heart space into a relationship. One that says, this one's real and I can claim it. You don't seem to care about the strength of the particular connection just so long as it's... That's not what I mean. It's not saying that the connection's not important to you, of course. If you want a relationship, that means you want love by definition. Okay? You want the strength of it too. You want it to be real, honest, legit with the Ace of Pentacles, not once but twice, mind you. You can't really screw that up. Okay? I mean, you can do. I can go out of my way to screw up this interpretation, but it's pretty straightforward. The Page of Cups, there's like, oh, is this personal? Or would it just make you feel good to open up to a new offer in work? But I'm like, you're already killing it in work. You already showed me that. So why would you need to fix what ain't broke? And I just know you wanted to open up towards it. So let's clarify a little further. It's like, you want, a legitimate relationship. You've been resting on this. You've been resting on this. You've been healing on this. What constitutes a real relationship? What constitutes a tangible one? What is a solid offer? What should it look like? What should it feel like? And what terms and conditions should you be in that you can accept it? So you have been quiet on this. You've been contemplating this. You've been healing towards this. The realness keeps coming up. Ace of Pentacles, the Sun. I want something that's really real. You know, and I don't have to question it. I don't have to ask myself about it. I don't have to question the love for it. I don't have to question my role in it. It just is. It's legit real. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So I can't wait to see how that ties back. That tower's pretty darn strong with this connection. Let's check out your moon real quick. Show me the moon, please. Show me that moon, please. Show me that moon, please, for Aries. Show me the moon, please. Show me the moon, please. Show me that moon, please. The Star, Seven of Swords, the Empress. Oh, there it is again. Empress for Empress. Here's the thing. I don't think you know. This might be active background knowledge for which you do not know. In other words, you're not trying to suppress it. You're not trying to shove it under your subconscious. You're not trying to sweep it under the rug. I legitimately think you do not know. I don't say that often. More often, if you're familiar with my work, if you're not a total newbie around this channel, I crack jokes, I laugh, but when it's real, it's real. And when it's time to, hey, this is a thing for which you should take responsibility, I'm going to push it on you. You know me. That's why I don't have the biggest fan club, honey. There's a reason why I'm at 170,000 subs. and I've been on YouTube for 3 years, is because when it's time to take ownership, I'll pin the tail on the donkey. Okay. I kind of do that. And that's why a lot of people do not like my work. I understand. I get people angry and frustrated, not because it's coming from me, but because I don't like giving people bullshit. So when I'm telling you, you don't know. I'm telling you, you don't know. But I also don't understand how my telling you helps you. Because you don't know. And even if you did know what I'm about to tell you, I don't know how it's going to help you. Somebody really somebody, we all know who it is. I'm not trying to be a not nice person about it, but it's obvious. Somebody who desires you greatly rejects their desires. The Seven of Swords to the Star. So that's active rejection under the moon. I don't think you're aware of it. I told you, I feel like you're the Empress, and I told you you're the Empress. Not because you're killing it in money, but because you're someone who understands your value. That's why you've been successful, yeah? Put those two together, boom, it's Aries. It's not hard to figure out. And if it's reverse, it's reverse. And I know the cross-watchers will be more than happy to tell me that it's reverse. Cool, I'm not worried about that. I'm looking at Aries today. So, somebody here is, you're the star to them, hopes, desires, wishes, and then they're like, no. I'm not going to manifest that Empress. I'm not going to say that that Empress is my star, hope, or desire, and it's under the moon. It really is coming across as unactive knowledge you don't know. You don't know, but in some way it's affecting you. And at the energetic level, bare minimum, I have every reason to believe you're having dreams about this person, or they're having dreams about you. Most likely it's a little bit of both. When you actively reject what it is you desire the most, it's going to come out in some ways. And so am I surprised to see that in the subconscious? Absolutely not. No, none whatsoever. Somebody desires you a great deal, but they reject it simultaneously. That Aries isn't my Empress. They're not my hope and dream and wants and desires. None at all. Why else would you... Honey, if I did any other interpretation, it wouldn't make sense. It'd be like, oh, you're rejecting yourself. It goes or runs contrary to the Empress principles of self-empowerment. To reject your own wishes, wants, and desires is to be the opposite of self-empowered. Do you understand? So that's how I also know it's not you. Deduction, honey. The power of deduction. It's so that's it. You read enough Sherlock Holmes, you start to appreciate. No, I'm kidding. It's just that's just logic and reasoning. That's all it is. That's not even intuition. It could only be this one of the... Anyway, I think you understand. I just want you to understand that if I really felt that responsibility was attached to you, I'd tell you. Aries, you're rejecting your own self, but yet you're empowered enough that... No, it doesn't make sense. So I'm telling you as someone else. You are this person's dreams, hopes, wishes, wants, and desires, and they're not having anything with it. They lean away from it actively. That's passive, passive rejection, lack of acknowledgement. I refuse to acknowledge that. I won't do anything about it. I'm not going to say anything about it. They're literally looking at you. All these hopes, wishes, wants, dreams. You're this person's star. They're looking at you. Sneaking away from that. Nope, I don't desire that. And it's affecting you enough, energetically speaking, that you can maybe feel it in some way. More so, again, at the subconscious level. We're talking about dreams. We're also talking about flashes of impressions that are random when you're awake. Feelings that don't feel like they're yours. You know what I mean? Anything else? We're going to stop right there. They told me to stop. Okay. Show me the moon. Anything else, please, here? King of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, Two of Cups. God dang it. I fucking called it. Dude, sometimes it sucks to be good, and because I just get in trouble. I just get in trouble. People get so mad at me. Oh, God. And there they are. There they are. God dang, when they told me to stop, they meant stop right there then. Okay. King of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, the Two of Cups. That's who they are. And they're doing the exact opposite of what they want to do. This person wants to call you up. Call you up. Call you up. Call you up. I just know that ain't a text, honey. That's not a text. That's not a text. And I was focusing on that Seven of Swords. The active rejection of what we desire the most. And I focused on that, and I'm like, what is it? King of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, Two of Cups. This is what they actually want to do if they weren't so busy sneaking away from what they desire the most. Sorry, I got to call it for what it is. When you pay a price. When you pay a price, it's like, I really desire that above all things, the Star. I'm going to reject it. The price you pay is that you are rejecting your Star, because for a variety of reasons. A variety of reasons. But none of them help in real life. They don't solve the energetic differences between two people by rejecting it. You pay the price. This person, if they could call you up and say, I love you, they would. It's so funny because you open with the King of Pentacles attached to your sense of self. You're killing it. So you two, I could have said that this is you, but it's not. I'm telling you, you might have a lot of common things. A lot of things in common with this person, such as practicality, resourcefulness, killing it in business and in life, steadfastness, home principles, hearth and home, responsibility. I don't know. Perhaps they're telling me that this person's on pause. Maybe they're crashing back in at some point. I don't know. But I do know this. If they could call you up and say, I love you, they would. It's a damn shame. Because it's what they avoid. That's what I was clarifying. That's a shame. Because it's the formula for happiness and success is right here. Me, coming from me of sound mind, sound bodies, the King of Pentacles, would like to talk to you, Eight of Wands, about my feelings, Two of Cups. I love you. It wouldn't be under the moon if it was just said. Damn. Okay. Let's see, October. And you're over here, it's like, I want a relationship and I want a real one. So, yeah, it might feel like you have a not real connection with somebody if it wasn't solid or built or expressed very well. That would explain why you're showing me such a huge emphasis on real. This connection might have felt strong as hell, but if it's not based in reality in terms of form and function, expression, then it's not going to feel real. I understand. I think, I'm sorry, I'm saying this King of Pentacles is them and this King of Pentacles is you. I think you both have a lot of things in common. I'm sorry. I'm default. Typically, I would combine them and say they're the same person. I'm telling you they're not. I'm telling you, you both have things in common. So it's not just your spiritual connectivity. There's something about the real world where you two are like highly similar. Responsibility, provider, head of household, resourcefulness, gathering of one's pentacles, fruits, labors, harvesting, all that. You already showed me that you're highly productive and you know your own value and worth. They've reflected it back on you as well, even while they reject what they want. Damn it, if they could just say that they love you, they would. And I'm over here saying, but you can. You choose Seven of Swords. You choose to dodge. You choose to be passive. You choose to hide. You choose to walk away. You choose not to speak. It's a choice. Seven of Swords is a choice. Just because we layer a bunch of fancy self-sabotaging bullshit on top of it doesn't make it any less of a choice. That's the shit we tell ourselves to justify not taking action. So I don't want to hear it if I only could. Yeah, you could. Whoever this is, It's frustrating to see that kind of, you have any idea how frustrating it is to see this kind of level of beautiful energy just for it to go to waste? Just for it to not be spoken. So yeah, there's a reason why under your sun I want real. I want really real. Really real. Because whatever this is might have felt strong as hell, but it may not have felt real. Show me October, please. Show me October, please. Damn. Ten of Cups. Strength. Oh, the Fool. Everything you do for peace of mind, strength, serenity, family. I love this. This is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. I love your operating principle. It's also in the underlying. Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles aren't too far apart. This suggests all is happy and well with your immediate circle, family, and very, very close friends. Your material world, honestly, it's not too far apart. You're saying, I want to continue to open up into that which matters to me the most with strength, resolve, because it feels good, it feels right. I love the peace I'm in. I love the emotional equilibrium I'm in with family and very, very good friends. It's like I want to open up more towards this. I don't want to break it off. I don't want to narrow it. I don't want to change anything about it. I love this. So you are all about the family. You are all about the preservation and the continuation of everything that feels good and feels right. I mean, that is fantastic energy. It's absolutely beautiful. I love this. I really do. You're saying, I know what matters to me the most. I know what my priorities are. And while I might very much desire a brand new opportunity in a strong, viable relationship that's real, really real, you're also saying, I know what matters. I know what my priorities are, and it's family. It's the people I love. They are the ones who are worthy of my time, energy, and efforts, and that's what I will continue to open myself up towards. Your family literally gives you strength. Your sense of home gives you strength. Okay, that's all goodwill. The sense that we are all safe, happy, and well, and healthy, that's what matters. I agree. I agree. You know, it says strength of household. Not so much money. Money makes things easier, don't get me wrong, and you know this. But that doesn't really constitute a strong household. I've met many people who are financially stable and fucking miserable. That is the opposite of the Ten of Cups. But hey, they have a Ten of Pentacles, right? You're showing me emotional wealth in all the right areas, and you're showing me stability, wealth in all the right areas. So you're an Aries who's just, you're absolutely beautiful, honey. I don't know if I need to clarify too further. October looks good. Okay, we'll do one more. I just want to push. There's something here. That Fool's kind of catching my eye. It makes sense in the context of the thing, don't get me wrong. I love this. I love this. Nine of Pentacles. There you are again. I told you. Two of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. Okay, continuing growth. Some of you are thinking incorporating more work around October. That's up to you. I understand, but you're saying, I think the only reason you're considering it, because you already look like you're pretty darned occupied in terms of stability, but you're saying, no, Christina, it's going to be a slow-growing project. In fact, I don't even know if it's going to go anywhere. Okay, so in that case, it's up to you, but I see you fiddling with the concept in October. If you can acquire more, you can take on another role. It seems like it's a not intense gig, and you don't even know if it's going to pan out. So whatever that is financially, it looks like you don't need it, but you are considering it. Taking it on, but not too much. And it's like, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. It's no sweat off my ass, something like that, because you don't seem to think this is a stressful situation, because again, you're already kind of sitting pretty on an ever-growing foundation. So it might be some side gig work, project work, something where you agreed to help a friend. For some of you, it might be loaning money. That's up to you. Just be careful with that. Just be careful with that, but I don't think that's it. I see you as like, can I make room for this? It doesn't look like it involves too much of my effort. It might bring in some extra coin. It looks like a non-stressful situation, okay? So that seems to be October, you contemplating that. All right, let's keep on keeping on. Show me November, please. Show me November. Show me November. Show me November, please. Show me November, show me November, show me November. The Magician, Two of Cups. Ah, there it is. There it is. Okay. It's like, oh, that's what they want to say. If I could call you up and tell you how I felt. I mean, that if is completely self-imposed. There shouldn't be an if. But, you know, people need to learn or figure it out when they need to learn or figure it out. So to this person's credit, even though I was a little annoyed with it because the energy's beautiful, there's even a plan here, but you have to choose to not sneak away from it. And that's a choice. I mean, again, you can come up with reasons as the day is long. Anybody can do that. A 2-year-old can do that. But it takes an adult who's worked some crap out to understand that they need to communicate instead of not. And you have to know that you want to do it. You have to rest up on the subject and heal your shit. Anyway, there it is. There's the manifestation. Somebody's manifesting the interest, somebody, in healing those cups. It looks like a solid proposition. I like that. It's positive. And it's bringing it forward sometime in November. The opportunity to possibly heal, collaborate, swap cups in that respect of trying to understand each other's feelings. This is a strong emphasis on learning and understanding. Learning and understanding one's feelings, and I want to, with the Magician, is what somebody here is saying. I would like to do this, please. Okay, so that's coming up in November. Your energy is rolling over beautifully from family context and knowing what your strength and your values are. That's not in question. Is that what this is? Are they crashing back in? The strong connections is so interesting because it's the frequency of it is so high. And yet for some reason we're discussing Two of Cups. You keep saying I want something in reality. I want a real offer in reality in terms of relationships. The center of this connection has revolved around the Two of Cups. So that kind of tells me what the opposition has been. Expressing one's feelings instead of shying away from them. Stop acting like it doesn't mean something to you, because it actually means quite a bit. And perhaps this layer alone tells you how complex and silly human beings are. That this layer alone is what held up this whole fucking thing. Just see how simple this is? See how simple this is? This is what human beings do. This is simple. I just gotta express my feelings. I'm not gonna do that. That's what human beings do. Let's take the simplest thing. Nope. Let's see what happens if we don't do it. Oh, I lost the connection. So that didn't work. Okay. How could I fix it? Should I do the opposite of what I didn't do the first time? Oh. You think that could fix it? I know it sounds like I'm being a dick, honey, but seriously, this is what it's like working with human energy. Adult human energy. Seven of Swords is easy, but you pay a price for it. Five of Swords is easy. Telling ourselves white lies and self-sabotaging. It's so easy to talk ourselves out of things. We always have a reason. We'll always have an excuse. Always. And if we want to really make ourselves miserable and just kind of tear at us, you know, like we have something we can't digest, we feel emotionally entangled and distraught for what seemed like a easy denial at the time, what seemed like an easy, I don't want to confront this right now, energy at the time, I don't want to talk about it right now, energy at the time, you end up paying for it at some point because it's the opposite of being authentic. When you're not authentic, you pay a price. When you are authentic, you can still pay a price. 100%. You can be as honest with someone as you possibly can be, and you can still pay a price for it. But at least the difference between the two, if you're authentic, and let's say you communicated a hard truth, and you still feel like you paid a price for it, at least you can say it was a price well paid. because I spoke to me and myself as best as I possibly could. You know, so which price do you want to pay? The kind that eats you up inside because you didn't deliver yourself the right time the first time, or I said what I needed to say, so at least I can say that. But because we are human beings, and because we have to evolve and we have to learn, you know, that's where you get this concept of it's never too late. And it is never too late. It just depends on your willingness to see that. And understand it's never too late to speak for yourself and on your own interest and in your own behalf. Some people need to grow into their feelings. Some people need to grow into their thoughts. You know, just because you're highly busy or productive doesn't necessarily mean you understand your value and the weight of your own value and the weight of your own value of your feelings and thoughts. Someone who respects their feelings and thoughts owns them, no matter how difficult. You know, and someone who's looking for an excuse to bail or not speak up, they'll find one, and then they'll say, you know, whatever it is they need to say. But it always speaks to lack of value of the self. So hopefully what I'm seeing here is that this person's valuing what they feel and they're thinking, and the interest of sharing and experiencing it with you, a very simple expression of experience and lessons around love. Manifesting it. What the form will take in reality, I don't know. Probably communication, which, as far as I can tell, was the only thing that this needed to begin with. For God's sake. Oh, for God's sake, honey. The world, so it crashed out and it's crashing back in, eh? Yeah. No, they do that, you know, the lovers, it's like that. It's like that. But your son is like, I want a real, this is all you said to me. Nothing specific. You're like, I just want a real relationship. And I understand, I do, I get that. Especially after these strong, powerful connections. It's like, I'm tired, okay, of being somebody's lesson. I'm tired of being your lesson. I don't want any more lessons. I want a relationship. You know, I don't want any more lessons. Thank you very much. I don't need it. I'm good. I'm all stocked up on lessons. I'm all stocked up on the lessons. Give me something real, please. I understand. I do. I do. So that actually makes a lot of sense to me. So I don't know. And honey, I still can't guarantee it. I'm having a laugh now, but I still can't guarantee that they're going to offer you any more of this. I just see it as being a peaceful sort of not just truce, but okay, I'm ready to talk about it now. The hermit takes a minute. He's a slow guy. He's well intended. He's well experienced, but he's kind of slow. And I'm ready to exchange those cups. So that's nice. I got news for this person. They were ready, so-called ready back here, but they chose to shut it down. Seven of Swords. It's like, I can't say it. I can't reveal it. I'm afraid. Why else do you sneak away? It's because you think that you're being threatened. That's what Seven of Swords is sneaking away. There's no pretty way to address it. You sneak away. Why? Because you're afraid. That's why anybody sneaks anywhere. Think about it. It's 2 + 2, honey. Ay. 7 of Cups. 3 of Pentacles. Justice. Oh, thank you. And in the 3D, I see you two working it out. Literally, you're working it out. And it feels good and it feels balanced. It's heavy emphasis on November here. October is interesting for you. I like it. It looks beautiful. It really does. If you want to pick up this other thing, that's entirely up to you. It seems to be a non-stressful situation. But November, you're really picking up your flavor profile with this person in terms of reconstructive efforts, basic healings. I respect this a great deal. I know I'm laughing and I'm giving this person shit. I'm sorry. It's just the whole thing could have been prevented, honey. It could have just been prevented. But, you know, again, tell that to human beings. We got to get our asses kicked to learn anything. I swear to God, that's what it is to be human. You know, if you want to level up, you just be prepared to get your ass kicked. And that's true. So while I'm giving this person a hard time, they actually have beautiful energy. And I know that because I saw it here. But it's like they dodged their beautiful energy. And it just kills me when people do this. But yeah, so there's the offer. And then there's the actual reality of it in 3D. So the constructive effort here to cooperate, to get along. And it really is an active constructive effort here. It's looking like a French... Oh, so here it is. Christina. bring the damn thing home. Oh my God, for God's sake, I completely forgot about your oracles. There they are. So there's the celebration, firecrackers. Yay, joy, joy, sparks of joy, Six of Wands energy, seeing each other. So yeah, positive energy, and it feels good. And empowerment with that friendship. So maybe going back to basics in terms of friendship, but also, like I said, rejoicing, reconnecting. And it does feel good empowerment, and no doubt empowerment for you both, because when you speak to your power, when you stand in your power, it's empowering. That's why it's called that. So, yes, you both feel really, really good about this. It feels good. So perhaps starting out as friends, or trying to rather re-engage as friends. Yes, especially if we are having to work into our feelings around this constructive concept. We seem to be introducing the element of love, which might have been missing, the expression of it. No, it was being felt. No, it was being felt, but not expressed. Two different things. Okay? People often speak to love, but they don't really mean it, or they don't really feel it, but they think they're supposed to say it. And then there's some people who really feel it, but they feel that they cannot say it. There you go. Okay, so that's looking high functioning in terms of resolve, cooperation. Everything's feeling really right, really balanced. And I have to agree, if this connection is as strong as it looks like it is, if it went crashing out this year and is reopening, it's probably best to deflate it, get it back down to a Three of Pentacles, and just kind of not take anyone's energy for granted, anyone's feelings for granted, and work from a bare bone structure. Start there, see how it goes. I completely agree. Because these kind of honey, when they crash in and out like that, they need to deflate a little bit. You know, get it back down. And if this person is so scared of expressing love, then it might be easier to ease back into a friendship first, but with the respect of love behind it. Okay, and being able to speak of it. All right, show me December, please. Oh my goodness. So it's good on you both. Show me. I like your emphasis though on this is what my priority is family. I want to continue to open myself up towards what works. I like how you are so well solid and grounded. Your sun is actually incredibly simple. It was really simple and to the point, and I appreciate that. Okay. Yeah. The High Priestess, Ten of Pentacles. Yes, as you continue to build your particular empire, you feel that the sadness in you is easing considerably. Whatever residual sadness there was, most likely with this crashing scenario. Yeah, we're feeling better about that as you, again, become more established. You're really in tune with your intuition. Okay, any echoes of the heart space, that's easing up considerably. Some of you will not be attending anyone Christmases this year. That's interesting. Christmas is not necessarily Christmas. I don't want to limit it to that, but something here to do that you won't be making an appearance in December, maybe. That's interesting. Anything else plays in December? There's that Ten of Pentacles twice. The Magician. Damn, honey, you're killing it. Wow. Ten of Pentacles twice. Intuition as well as the Magician on that. Man, you guys are... Woo. Wow. That's intense. It's like the more you pull in for yourself in reality with regards to that foundation and stability, the more it seems to ease any sort of pain in you. For many of you, foundations have come and gone, or you've had to restart them. And it's like when you came back or you bounce back with a vengeance. Wow. It's like no one's going to destabilize this, nothing. And many of you are going to look back in December. I think Scorpio had something similar. It was very directly tied to a spiritual lesson. However, I'm seeing you kind of looking back on the year and saying, look how far I've come. Look how much I've managed to establish and grow. I mean, when I say you're qualifying for empire energy, that's no joke. I mean, no wonder you see, well, you technically are the Empress, and they see you that way too. They got that part right. The only thing they didn't get right was honoring their feelings by speaking to them. Other than that, I mean, seriously, honey, good for you. I know many of you threw yourself into your empires or foundations to ease pain that you felt before, and that helped considerably. I love the joy you take in your family, and that protective quality too with strength there. You're very protective of your cups that surrounds you, as it should be. I'm like that too with my family. And I say you're killing it, honey. It's wow, that's amazing. And your foundations, some of you have poured yourself into it so much over the years, and for good reason. It paid out very well. I know many of you started your foundations to either recover from pain of the past, having lost foundations, having to start all over. And like I said, you bounced back with a vengeance. I don't think you anticipated half of what you did, but you did it anyway. All you knew is that it felt right. The more you did it, the more correct you felt. But yeah, there's something here in December. Some of you are being summoned forth for different areas around the holiday time. I see you attending some and not others. I know, I'm sorry, it's so very vague. And, you know, some people will not be crossing your threshold this year either. There's that too. It's holiday time. You know, some people are not going to be crossing your threshold this year, and I don't think you want them to. And there will be others that you are not crossing their particular threshold. You don't need to. It might upset you. It might even be hurtful, but you don't need it. Okay? That will mend itself in time, whatever that is. As far as I can tell, it has nothing to do with your lover dynamic or your crashing back in, but let's start over as friends. Let's kind of reset the clock. It's beautiful. I know I was giving this person shit, but it's kind of like, I think I should give this person shit, to be honest. I don't like doing that. I don't like doing it. I don't. I hate seeing such beautiful energy in somebody and then they completely deny it. I deny that you're my star. I deny that you're my sunshine and happiness. I deny that you're my empress. I deny that I love you. I won't do it. I won't speak to it. And then you wonder why you get problems. You know, this is the difference between the authentic and the inauthentic self. You pay a price either way, but it's like, which price can you live with? The one that speaks to the best possible you, or the one that completely denies the best possible you? You know what I'm saying? That's why I get so frustrated sometimes. Because it's beautiful. Their energy is beautiful and it's simple. It's straightforward. And they're like, I'm not going to do it. So I'll tell you, honey, this person needed some time. They needed some time, I guess. But I don't know if it's crashing back in. It actually looks like a very gentle re-entry. Like I said, I think the energy between you two got dialed down considerably, and perhaps that's what you both needed. It was just such high-stakes energy here. And to get it back into a more manageable function. Okay, let's bring it into reality. I respect this, I do. So it's kind of coming across as a clean slate, which is nice. I can't guarantee that one's going to lead to the other. I can't see that. I just see what you understand your proposed son to be. Okay, you are interested in a real relationship, but you are willing to mend bridges with this person. Okay, so I don't think you burned the bridge. I don't think you two burnt. Maybe there was a little dynamite involved, but I don't think it was actually burned down. No, there might have. Okay, Tower, there might have been some dynamite. Okay, on your two's particular bridge, but the whole. It wasn't burned, you know? Think of it that way. So you start kind of reconstructing a little bit on your side of the bridge, and they'll do that, and you'll two meet somewhere in the middle. You know? Makes sense to me. I don't know. It depends on the two people involved. They can either make it happen or they don't. And do keep in mind, guys, I really don't want to hear it about they're an asshole, this, that, and the other. That's just not what I'm saying. Yeah, it can feel like an asshole when it's like, I know this is in you. Why won't you just say it or do it? But that's not for you to say or do. I know it influences you, and you don't know, because I don't think you see this person's words coming to you in future. So it's building up in them collectively at the energetic level. And at some point I see them wanting to express it simply the way they probably should have done the first time. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think you know that this energy is re-emerging, but it's not shocking. It's not mean. It doesn't look mean. It doesn't look malicious. It actually looks very soft, if kind. And perhaps maybe a little timid with that Seven of Swords, especially if they're used to not expressing their feelings, you know? I don't know. Interesting. Unexpected income, sudden wealth, public appearances, 19, coffin. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know that sudden wealth plays a part in this. I'm saying this more as your December reflection about how far you have come monetarily and how resourceful you've been and how connected you are. I think many of you have had to level old foundations, and I'm talking start over. And it came back stronger than whatever it was before. You're just so experienced in building foundations. I know you've experienced losses before, and you've had to rebuild it. I'm seeing it over here too. Except the one that you rebuilt now is much more public. It's on the public display, if that makes sense. Everybody can see it. Everybody can see the kind of wealth that you attract and how you make things happen. So there are old incomes and foundations that died or were lost or broken. And you came back swinging hard. And not only that, everybody can see your success. Your success is highly visible. Okay? That's great. That's beautiful. And it took time to grow it, but you did it. Concerns. Number 33. Concerns. Expectations. There's a concern here about expectations. I don't think that's you. I think that I'm seeing this person reflect upon you about the expectations, and they have concerns about the expectations that they feel impressed upon them or pressured by you, that they did not meet your expectations about pathways chosen and not chosen. The Book of Wisdom, that's what I'm saying. That's more that hermit energy. The hermit walks the path, experience enlightenment. We had to walk that particular pathway in order to learn. That's literally what those two together are. This person, I am seeing it as that person, concerns about the expectations you have and what they've learned about that, what was expected of them, about happiness, the sun, the warmth. The 31st for some of you might be important. Of what month I do not know. Fishes, wealth, abundance, resources under the sun. How abundant the sun has been or could have been with you. And how it seems to multiply. But they crack the whip. Hard. Oh, you did. Oh! You cracked the whip. I believe you did. First of all, some of you are very hard on yourselves to rebuild your foundation. I understand this. Yes, some of you cracked the whip, or you were harsh with your words or in your deed towards this person, and as you forced yourself to move forward. And they needed time to learn. They keep showing me they had to walk the path and see, walk the path and see, walk the path and see. And I know that they felt probably a lot of concern regarding the expectations of what they were supposed to say or do when it comes to you. And at some point, they did not reveal. It was enough that you caused a tower, or you cracked the whip, and you were harsh, and you forced yourself to move forward. Okay. Yeah, I know, honey, the Aries energy, honey, when you crack that whip, yeah, it's no joke. And you concentrate on the home. I know, well, you know, honey, you get attached to an Aries, or if you have strong Aries placements like I do, which is rising and moon, I don't know. It's something about I can do so much and I can do so much and I can try and I can work as the day is long, but I have a threshold. And at some point, the energy between you two crossed the threshold where you're like, this is... Okay. So at some point, you understood that you had to move forward from this, and you might have been harsh about it, you know? It might have been to really push this person away. Not because you were faking it, because it was like, this is just too much or it's too intense and it's not real. I had to push you away. Just go away, you know. I don't know. But I can kind of see what you did. And the home, the messages. All my messages concentrate on home and family. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of like it hits you. Messages of concern, messages. I have other things I should be focusing on and concentrating on. I have family that need me. I have work that needs me. I'm the Empress. I have other things, 1,000 other things that should be attracting my concerns and my energy, but not this. It won't come forward. It won't speak. It won't declare itself. I gotta go. You were a little harsh in the process of leaving, but perhaps you felt it was necessary to really push this person away to make sure they stayed away, because it's kind of that lingering, there's something strong between us, but nothing's happening, right? And then you're like, this is where the gig's at. This is my real concern. Okay, family and home. Okay, that's enough. I'm so sorry. I went over an hour. I did not mean to do that. Okay. I found it very fascinating. Aries, that's you, honey. Your medallion's here. Passionate. Some of you, like I said, you have some very strong Scorpio in your chart. I told you there's some overflow aspects. And of course, your connection person might have been Scorpio as well. The rabbit from Alice in Wonderland. No time to say hello, goodbye. I'm late. Always on the run, always busy. There's always excuses. The zombie, somebody here is living the life of zombie, drudgery, doing the same thing over and over again, and just unhappy, not feeling the warmth, keeping themselves so preoccupied that they're absolutely miserable. Okay, the letter Z, snowflake, sign of Scorpio, wintertime as well. Heart with the nurse's cap, yes, healing the heart and possibly the love between you two. Hot air balloon rising high into the sky to look down at the ground below to actually see the activity and what it was all leading to and what was the point of it all. Really, in other words, assessment energy. Okay, all right, good job on the accumulation of your resources, your connectivity. You've done a stellar job here. Many of you, like I said, you've had to level foundations, start over, or you were broken from them and you rose again under those same construct, but under this time under your own direct energy, your efforts. You are getting full attention for that from the universe, energetic point of view. They say that you're killing it, that you are the Empress. Keep on keeping on. And when it comes to this connection, I don't think your instinct to be hard on it was wrong. It's just, if you have such a huge emphasis in your son that you're open to a real solid relationship, that kind of tells me that you felt that this one might have been strong but not necessarily real, and that's why you pushed it away. In which case, you know, they had things that they needed to sort out for themselves, and it's looking like that's the case. I am seeing heavy, empowered reconnectivity here as friends, which is exactly what I saw for you both in November. So I'm telling you, and I actually congratulate you both on this because I agree with this assessment. I really do. We have the magnificence of this energy, and it was so strongly felt, but so very poorly executed, that if it does come back, it does need to get back down to basics. Okay, and if it ever goes outwards like this again, okay, fine. But there needs to be more of a grounding principle and reality behind it in order to sustain it, okay? All right, I hope this helped you. You put it in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well.